Eritrean president has departed for a crucial visit, 5 day long visit. He departed this morning. What is the agenda of this visit? Which country is he visiting? Did a president of that country invite Isas Afwerki? Why was he invited? And secondly, Fano fighters, it seems, inflicted losses on military in Awareda in South Gondar, where military tried to dislodge Fano from some strategic places. Fano repelled military's offensive when a strategic high place was captured by Fano in that confrontation, reportedly. Let's start with the new story about Eritrean president. Eritrean president this morning departed Asmara for Cairo. He is arriving in Cairo for a 5 day visit. Minister of Information of Eritrea confirmed this visit by Eritrean President. Yemane Gebremeskel said in a tweet that Eritrean President is visiting Egypt at the invitation of Egyptian President Abdul Fattah al-Sisi. He said that Eritrean president will participate in the inauguration ceremony of a museum in Egypt on the 1st of November. Yemane further announced that the visit is about strengthening of bilateral relations, and Isas Afwerki is accompanied by Usman Saleh, Eritrean Minister of Foreign Affairs. No Yemane Gabriel, it seems. Yemane these days does not accompany Isas Afwerki or Usman Saleh. He used to be one of the main men leading Eritrean foreign policy, but he is very old. Maybe he's facing some health issues too. That is why he has not been seen with Usman Saleh recently. What is the agenda of this visit? Is Isas Afwerki visiting Egypt just to attend the inauguration ceremony of a museum? No. Obviously, the main objective of his visit is not participation in the museum inauguration ceremony, though Egypt, is one of tourist destinations in Africa, and tourism contributes a lot to Egyptian economy. That is why Egypt wants this museum inauguration ceremony to be a high profile event. But Isas Afwerki, I think, is visiting Egypt in connection with the regional situation, in connection with the situation in Sudan and the situation between Eritrea and Ethiopia. In Sudan, we know RSF took Al-Fashir in Darfur from Sudanese military. US wants dialogue between RSF and Sudanese military. US is threatening to impose sanctions on both parties if they don't listen to US instructions. Egypt is a key player in Sudan backing al-Burhan, and Eritrea is also supporting al-Burhan. One of the agenda points is Sudan, but the main agenda point is Ethiopia, I think. In last night's live chat, I told you that Pim Abi's speech at the parliament was basically a message for the US because mediated by the US. Egypt and Ethiopia are going to start talks. US State Department was making preparations a few days ago for lower level talks between Ethiopia and Egypt about GERD. Trump, the American president, visited Egypt a few days ago, and there reportedly Sisi raised the issue of Ethiopian dam, and Trump said that he will mediate between Ethiopia and Egypt, and hopefully the agreement about GERD will be signed in the White House. Let's see. I think that Isas Afwerki is visiting Egypt in connection with the dialogue is going to start between Ethiopia and Egypt. Ethiopia is linking agreement about good to access to sea. That is why Abiy delivered a fiery speech at the parliament. Ethiopian delegation in talks with the US will definitely say that Ethiopia wants access to sea. If US guarantees access to sea for Ethiopia through Eritrea, Ethiopia can consider signing an agreement with Egypt about GERD operations. I think that Isaias Afwerki knows it, that Ethiopia is going to take this position. That is why he's consulting his ally. Egypt is Eritrean ally. Will Egypt stand on the side of Eritrea, or will Egypt just secure its benefit? It wants agreement over good, and if US puts pressure on Eritrea to support the Ethiopian case for access to sea, will Egypt stand with Eritrea or the US? That remains to be seen. Countries generally care about their own interests. Egypt and Eritrea are allies these days because they have a common rival, and that is Ethiopia. Somalia was also part of this tripartite alliance, but Somalia now is dragging its feet. It's still part of the alliance, but it improved ties with Ethiopia. Now, Somalia does not want to be seen as at the forefront of anti-Ethiopia allies. That is why no Hassan Sheikh in Egypt. Isaias Afwerki and Al-Sisi will meet. It's a 5-day long visit. It means that long discussions will be had. Let's see if we manage to find something from Cairo. We'll share that with you. Secondly, viewers, Fano fighters, it seems, have inflicted heavy losses on military in South Gondar in a war in the last 72 hours. In South Gondar, you saw that Fano took control of Este Mikone ISIS a few days ago. They released videos, pictures from there. The town is very strategic because if you want to go to Gondar Bahirdar Road or Valdia Debre Tabor Road, you can move from Makane, you can move from Este, Makane ISIS. If you move in northern direction, you can reach Valdia Debre Tabor Road. If you move in western direction, you can reach Gondar to Bahirdar Road. So this area is very strategic. It connects Gondar with Wollo through a second road. One road is obviously Voldia to Varata Road. And the other road, which passes through Makane, Isses, also connects Gondar to Wollo. Military launched an offensive in Dera Voreda in South Gondar. There are two Dera Voreda. I think one is on Oromo-Amhara border, where there have been ethnic clashes between Oromos and Amharas. There is second Dera Voreda, which is in Amhara region. It is in South Gondar. Ambersame is the capital of, it's the administrative center of this South Gondar zone Voreda. And Fano have their presence in Dera Voreda. Military launched an attack on Fano positions in Dera Voreda, Arab Gabia, Ambersame, and other places. Sana Michael are the places in around Dera Voreda where clashes erupted with military and Fano fighters. Military failed to dislodge Fano from here, and reportedly ENDF suffered heavy losses here. Dozens of ENDF soldiers were killed. Fano could not be dislodged from here either. Reportedly, Cairo mountain has come under Fano's control. High place, strategic area. So military came to dislodge Fano from here. Military suffered losses. Instead, Fano took control of this mountain in South Gondar, reportedly. Thanks for watching.